Hi, everybody. It's Linda G with the video I promised you. I got, well, I haven't checked. I had like 400 the last I looked questions. I don't think I'll be able to get through all of them. Um, we have some stuff to talk about. 510 questions. Um, so we'll dig in. First of all, I was on Danny's show too. But first of all, I want to thank somebody sent me a book called The Roses. And they didn't put a return address in the chairs. And I wanted to thank you. I'm going to dig into these. I have so much to dig into. At the end of December is the last of my paid readings. And that's when I began picking two out of a live for a free 30-minute. You just need to be a subscriber. Okay. Man, let's see. I don't know. All of a sudden I'm getting the hiccups. Holy cow. I hope you guys had a nice Thanksgiving. I hope everything's going well. So first of all, we want to tell you, I put it on my community page, but Assad is hiding in Russia, and apparently Assad's army has surrendered. So this is big news. I'm going to tell you right now, this is big news. Because remember years ago, I always saw Assad going down. This is the Pluto in Aquarius. This is the beginning of people not putting up with being pushed down. A lot, even this whole Trump thing coming up, that if you push them down, if you talk like Elon Musk talks, it's a turnoff. People don't want it. So there's some hits I've been getting, but this is beautiful about what's going on here. And also, MAGA Mike is losing his head because I predicted that I felt like we might see the Congress either at a tie or we win a little more. I've always saw Hakeem Jeffries being the speaker, and it very well could happen. Or it's so close it's a hair's breadth. So that's really going to ruin his ability to stop money to Ukraine and stuff like that. So that's coming out. So I don't want you guys to worry. Let me tell you, it's going to happen. If anybody saw Kemet Intuitive View, what she said was so correct. It's going to happen quickly. It's going to be a lot faster than you think. Justice will be served. Okay. I also feel a huge downfall with Musk, huge. And I also see Article 5 being a lot bigger than you guys think. I think the other nations are going to gather together and prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Russia was involved in corroding Georgia's election, United States election, blah, blah, blah. As you know, Georgia they've got masked people on ground. And that might happen here too. So I just feel people marching. That's what I feel. So let's take a look-see. I'm going to look at your questions too. But I want to see MAGA Mike. Let's take a look-see at MAGA Mike. And Musk can't solve this for him. And I'm telling you, one of the reasons Musk is in trouble, because it's going to be revealed big time that Putin he talks to him all the time, and it's totally illegal for him to do that. And can you believe Trump acting like, oh, I talked to the president of Mexico and she agrees, and she writes, oh, sorry, my makeup is so bad. She says, she believes, I solved this with one phone call, and she's like, that was nothing like we talked about. She has said that if he puts some sort of thing on Mexico, tariff, she will shut down Mexico and send 2 million Americans back to the United States. Okay. Let's take a look at MAGA Mike. Just real quick. A lot of stuff's coming up. Big, huge explosion when Jack Smith's words get out. Okay, hold on. Second. Mike Johnson. You know, he was all puffed out with the chest out, and now he's shrinking. I literally see him shrinking. He's on the phone, he's talking to people constantly, trying to put how he feels down America's throat. Tell me about Mike Johnson. Is he looking to be replaced soon? Next in 2025, will MAGA Johnson be replaced? He's working away. They think they can touch Obamacare. I got news for them. I got news for them. Everything gets reversed. Anything he thought he was going to do gets reversed. Justice is coming before them. So sit laying there and waiting. If he is the speaker, he's barely the speaker. And then if Trump even gets in, we got to look at this because there's a lot of good news around that I can feel. Oh, by the way, to my friend in Hawaii, she sent me this beautiful calendar, a Hawaiian calendar. Isn't that pretty? God, can you believe it's already almost 2025? Okay, so now let's go to your question. MAGA Mike's not going to be so he's going to have some issues, you guys. Somebody asked, why has Trump been out of sight? Well, I just saw a picture of him at Thanksgiving with Musk sitting to his right, Barron sitting to his left, and down from Barron is Melania. Apparently Musk didn't have Turkey Day with his family, or maybe he did later in the day. I don't know, and I don't care. But Trump kept putting his hand on Musk's shoulder. I almost think that they're isolating Trump. Trump is sort of isolated, staying out of people asking for favors. And Musk is talking to Trump. He appeals to Trump's fragile ego. He's talking to him like, we got this. He expects loyalty. But what's happening is Putin is going down. Why did Putin have that press conference saying, be careful, Trump, they may assassinate you? Why? What was the purpose of that? I know they want to assassinate Putin, but why would he say that about Trump? So let's look at Musk real quick. But he is out there. You guys are saying, is he? No, he's, and then he's still trying to act like he's president. Well, he always did, even when he wasn't president, even when he wasn't allegedly nominated. He was talking to Congress, telling them not to put through the border bill and don't vote for this person, that person. Things are changing. Things are changing. You will see what I'm talking about. Okay, so it's almost like I would feel that people don't like Musk. I feel people are turned off by him. He's too pushy. He's too arrogant. Somebody talked about his sign, and they're saying he has a lot of arrogance in his, which I believe, because he thinks he's all that. He's talking like he runs the show, and he doesn't. Talking about Vindman like we're going to get you for a traitor. Who the hell does he think he is? And just like President Biden said, he is an illegal alien because he came to this country on false pretenses. So he's really, Elon really has a two-step going here. And he talks to people like he's running the show. He's the mini Trump. And he's talking to people and he's acting like you got to clear things with him. He feels like he can take over all government contracts. He wants approval for anybody. He needs Trump to throw things by him first. Trump almost feels like he can't tolerate it. The old Trump would have said F you and get the hell out of here, but the new Trump feels like he's kind of depending on him to lead him. Maybe even Putin said, let Elon handle the mess. Trump likes it when everybody's fighting over him. He loves that. He loves people fighting. You know who I don't see being able to put his foot through the door is Bannon. I don't know why, but I see Trump nodding at him, but not helping him out. Okay, so, and two things. One was when Kim was talking quickly, I got that feeling of knowing that what she was saying was absolutely true. Like things may change so dramatically by January 20th, we'll all be like, whoa, what just happened? The other thing I felt was that Article 5, that other countries are going to file charges against Putin for, and they've already filed charges, but they're doing something with Article 5, which means he interfered with elections, and one is being the United States of America, which is not going to sit over very well. Even no matter how many maggots say, who cares? It's not going to sit over very. Things are going to change, you guys. Things are going to change. So let's just take a look at the outcome for Musk. He's even dropped hints that maybe, even though he can't be a president, maybe he's some sort of president. His station he gives him has power. I don't know what he's saying. I see people actually trying to keep Musk away from Trump. So tell me what I can tell you. The reason he got rid of Bannon was Bannon got that Newsweek magazine cover, and Trump hated that. Like, why did he get it and they don't give it to me? So right now he's got the 10 of cups, Elon Musk does. So he's happy. He thinks he's got the world on a string. He's got the 7 of cups, delusion, illusion, crossing him. Before him is 6 of pentacles reverse. So you may be surprised how much money this guy starts losing. Let me take a look at, I know the rubles is going downhill. He's got people that are over there kissing his behind, but they're not tried and true. And his star is reverse coming forward. So he will collapse. There's something getting ready to happen, you guys, with the star reverse, because look at the King of Swords. This is like a Jack Smith card. This is the Hague. This is big news. This is big news. And then there he is. I got this one. I was reading with Danny too. There he is, unable to move forward, stuck, maybe in a prison or something, trying to make some sort of agreements. I see him packing his bags and leaving. He might go back to South Africa. Okay, so I just see him thinking he's going to be able to get all kinds of government regulations thrown out. He's already got this list of stuff, but something's going to interfere with it. So tell me about Angel of Light and Mercy. I love this crystal that I got. the truth and only the truth. Tell me about the United States of America in the spring of 2025. Something with Article 5 is big. It's coming up. People are torn apart. The emperor or the big wigs, the higher echelon or God, is right in the middle of this. Money is a bit of an issue. And bad news, strife and bad news. Yeah, there's decisions being made, perplexion, unable to decide what you need to do. And look at this. This is Biden. Biden in the House. And this could be Kamala. The female energy takes over. Strength, celebration. The Hierophant, the King of Pentacles reverse, which could be Trump reverse. So springtime looks a little tough, but not overwhelmingly tough. So that's interesting. Okay, hold on. Oh, thank you, Lane or Lonnie. Her mom is 89. She says, my mom loves watching you. Thank you. Hi to Mom. I hope you guys had a good holiday. I did. I went to my sister's and I bought one of those honey hams and she cooked it. And then they do Christmas at my house. Prayers to all the community. I just think it's fantastic that the Congress will either switch to Democrat or be so close it doesn't give him any room to breathe. Happy Thanksgiving, Canada. Apparently UPS is on strike in Canada. Oh, Jesus, you guys, my God. Everybody writes such nice things. Can you see my head just get bigger and bigger? Somebody said, oh, what makes you happy, Linda? You make so many of us happy. What makes me happy is you guys. And right now I can tell you niece Keely and baby Freya are doing well. Apparently the hysteria she had, she's young, but she had to have it. She's doing quite well. I've been wanting to tell her, but I want to give her time to rest. Girl, the best thing that ever happened to me was when I had a complete hyster. Okay, let's just more bless us. Who will be inaugurated in 2025? I'm glad she didn't say January 20th. I'm glad she's just saying who's inaugurated as President of the United States. Angel Brian and Mercy, please, so the truth and only the truth. Who will be inaugurated in 2020? I see if Trump was there, having a lot of these people is going to cause so much trouble. There's definitely some big information coming in that's going to affect Trump's ability to be taken seriously. I think the Hague is part of this. I think Jack Smith's release of what he has is part of this. Angel of light and mercy. We just ask if you may tell us. We can't force you to tell us, but if you will tell us who will be inaugurated as president of the United States of America. I see Putin in big trouble. After a lot of legal woos, a lot of legal justice will be served. Information coming in. 9 of Cups. So some people are happy. 10 of Pentacles. Celebration, money, the sun. Holy cow, the Three of Cups. After a period of not being able to move forward, the angel of light and mercy and justice is here, and the death card. The outcome is the death card. Maybe he, kicks the bucket. Something's going to happen, but isn't it interesting? They won't show like it was a female or a male. Something will totally change. If anybody comes in, it might not. It's definitely something is going to change, you guys. But we couldn't have this big of happy cards around unless we're being optimistic. Be optimistic. So yeah. And you guys, Marianne, revealing light, remember death, 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 me too, death, death, death. Don't think it's the way it is. And then those astrologers, those three that did that great show, and I posted it, they said, I think the guy in it said, whoever won won't be the one that's going to be checked in. So isn't that interesting? Oh, you guys, this is beautiful. I don't want to give you false hope. I don't want to tell you, but you wouldn't have these kind of cards unless it's because the world's not going to be dancing and happy if he gets in. Something major is going to stop whatever we think is getting ready to happen and change the whole game. And people will be very happy about it. God, you guys are just really, when will recreational cannabis be federally legalized? I'm feeling 2028. Okay. And then I got to do my yearly. And let me tell you, for my yearly predictions, it's going to be a lot of stuff, environmental changes that are taking place. And what's helped us right now is Elon Musk's mouth and Vedic or whatever his name is, talking about getting rid of Social Security and vets. Why would they do that when they're hitting the people that beloved Orange Crush? They love him. And to take away, except the very rich, if you guys see that picture of Trump at the TD Day, Thanksgiving Day, with Elon over here and his son Barron, who's like this. And Melania looks like she's high as a kite on the other end. And if you could look the way he kept patting Elon's shoulders, and then they started playing YMCA. I have no idea what that's about. But over here on the other side, there was about 15 women, the blonde women with the big lips and the big bachikas hanging out. And they were all dancing. And it's almost like they were at a distance, a little fan team, just dying to get to their master. It's just the weirdest thing. So, okay. Thank God, I got so many happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, guys. Yeah, and I made my good gravy like I like to make. Ariela says she's feeling the positive energy. I'm sorry, but I still don't watch MSNBC. I just can't go there again. Okay. Something major is coming up. I've told you this. I know it's like we got stabbed in the gut, but even if he gets in, it's very short. So, but there's a lot of happy news. So how could we have happy news if he's getting in? Maybe he'll get in and he'll just flail and just make a mess of it, and everybody's like happy to escort him out. I think he'll go out on a gurney. Okay, a lot of happy Thanksgivings, you guys. I thought I had all kinds of questions, but everybody's just wishing me happy Thanksgiving. And don't forget to check out my show with Danny. Oh, thank you. Prayers for Keely. Uh, oh, that's weird. Recovering attorney said she just read that DeSatan is considering filling Mark Rubio's seat with Laura Trump. Well, that's because Trump asked him to do that. I wondered why she wasn't brought up. A lot of these people's seats, they didn't win. They did not win. This was a hoax. A lot of this is when we get rid of all this stuff, we have back to good old ballots that and our system works. You'll be surprised the information we're going to find out. About replacing with Laura Trump. The Satan's not going to have a very good time coming up. His seat ends in 26. So he's not, he can't run again. I don't know. I don't think so. I think Trump asked him, but I think there's somebody else I'll put in there. I'm not seeing that. Laura Trump is already upset with Donald because he hasn't secured her in a cabinet position. She doesn't really want to be a senator because it requires work. God, look at all these happy Thanksgivings. Thank you, you guys. Oh my God. I thought I had all these questions and it was nothing but happy Thanksgiving. Libby from Megastar said something about 45 being taken to Walter Reed. Oh, he definitely had an episode. I can tell you that. What happened on Mar-a-Lago with Orange Crush? And I always remind you, we can't wish something awful on him as much as you'd like to, because that puts us in a negative and kind of a resistance. And it's so hard to do when you absolutely cannot stand even the voice. I can't even listen to the voice. So, tell me what Libby said about Trump going to Walter Reed was that something happened. He wasn't feeling well. And I think it had something to do with that guy who gave him some information or even showed him some information that's getting ready to come out. Maybe it's that, ooh, not feeling well at all. Heart issues. Heart issues, you guys. Oh, look at this. He doesn't want to have to face justice. Listen, and you know who knows about this? Biden. Biden knows about this. And the Knight of Swords is like, may I say something? Years ago when I first learned, I'm not that good of a tarot reader. I ad lib it and read it with whatever comes up with me. But I want to tell you that when these two show up together, according to my lady whose book I use, Eileen Connolly, I think is her name. This means physical death. When the Knight of Swords and this show up together, it means physical death. So, I just find it interesting. Why did Putin tell Trump, be careful, you may be assassinated? Why did he say that? I don't think he's getting enough attention from Trump himself. Elon may be talking to him, but he's not hearing from Trump, which makes him feel uneasy. So why did Putin say that Trump needs to beware? That guy that's hiding out in Russia, he's in trouble. He's in trouble. He may go. He has to stay in Russia because if he steps outside, he's like Netanyahu. he did terrible things to other people, so he will be a criminal. I see him in jail, this Assad. I see him in jail. Crimes against humanity. Because Putin can't protect him. Tell me what? Why did Putin say, be careful? Why did you say that? I think if Trump was to go, or I'm almost feeling if Putin doesn't go before him, Putin would release everything about him. Somebody had wrote and said they had a feeling when I was talking about something that Putin may even just say, I helped steal this election. Well, he more or less is saying that, but he's exacerbating. Like if he feels slighted by Trump, he'll do something. Not necessarily come to get him, but I think he did that as a be cautious, be careful. Because there's some sneaky behind closed door business going on. I don't think Trump will be assassinated. I think he would die of natural causes. I think he would die of natural causes. And this woman keeps showing, and I think this is Kamala. So, okay. God, you guys, everybody's writing me with happy Thanksgiving. I saved some of the juice from the turkey to make fresh gravy, but my youngest son doesn't eat gravy. Oh, thank you, Kisan. Okay. No, he didn't have a stroke, but he had chest pain or something. Enough that they thought, get the helicopters. Because everybody treats him like he's king. Okay. Top said, Thanksgiving from me and all my critters. And Lulu and Jack had a little turkey, just a little. They had a little turkey. I had to feed them early yesterday because I had to be at my sister's early. And so normally they don't eat their dinner. Their earliest they eat their dinner is 3:30, 4 o'clock, but I ended up feeding them at 2 o'clock. Yeah, this is a good one. Jamie said, I want to ask you about the upcoming date 12/20 for the fiscal year 2025 budget. It's a holdover. I don't even have to throw the cards. It's a holdover. He won't have enough votes. He's going to have to hold it over. But when the new administration comes in, it's even worse for him. He's going to try to take money from Zelensky, but it's not going to happen. Zelensky's feeling pretty good. You know, they did some sort of bombing that took out 500 North Koreans and a bunch of generals for Russia. Russia's going through some really hard times. I'm so sorry, you guys. I know he threatens nukes every time he takes a breath. And he may, in fact, try something stupid. I've already told you I saw bombing within his silos, which has already happened. I think it's happened in North Korea too. I see ricochet kind of stuff happening, but the ETs are not going to allow it. They're known to shut down whole nuclear positions. They just shut it down. So he can threaten till the cows come home, but they won't let him do it. Because basically, he would get wiped out, and he knows it. But it would just end life as we know it. So he doesn't have the power to do that. The realm has the power to make sure he can't do that. So thank God every day that these ETs are taking care of us. Jesus, you guys, so much. A lot of people are asking about the ambulance, so I've answered that. I don't know if 45 has a body double, but I do know, I don't know if Kim Jong-un is the same Kim Jong-un because the back of his head has a different shape. I think we did lose him a while ago. I think there's a guy that's playing him. And I also feel like Melania has several body doubles. What? Sure hope so, Linda. He had dinner with Zuckerberg yesterday. So apparently he is fine, not wishing bad on anyone. Just don't want him for president. Oh, so she must be talking about Trump had dinner with Zuckerberg. I wouldn't trust Zuckerberg as far as I can throw. And don't write to me. I've already written to you guys. I do not have Messenger. There was an old Messenger, so I have to totally get rid of my Facebook because people keep thinking they can write to my Messenger. If you'll notice, you're not hearing from me because I don't see it. And then the other thing is, don't write to me. What was the other? Well, don't. I have no WhatsApp. And if someone writes you and tells you it's me and, I'm giving you a reading for this much money, that's a fraud. Report it and block them. And there was something else I wanted to tell you guys. You can write me at grindle9103@gmail.com. California job market seems to be moving, but let me tell you something. We'll do this in our 2025. In the next couple of weeks, I've written down some notes already, but there's going to be some, which has already been happening. We're very lucky. Mother Nature's given it to us in bits and pieces, but there's going to be some weather related things that are going to happen that's going to cause food shortage and stuff because freezing weather and stuff like that. I see a lot of lava, so there's going to be volcanic, and I see earth motion. I'm not seeing like a 9-point kick into California into the water. Somebody was showing a map of California, and a lot of people don't live in the north, which I thought was interesting. It's really pretty up there. But they had a lot of fires and it can go through the extremes. We already have so much snow up like in the Sierra Mountains. All the places are open. All the ski resorts are open. So, and it was 30 degrees this morning. It's supposed to get real cold next week. Yeah, there's live sightings. Everybody's saying, where's Trump? Well, I just saw him at Mar-a-Lago on Thanksgiving, which was yesterday. I just feel, go ahead, Linda. What is it you're telling me? I'm feeling Elon's getting on Trump's nerves. I'm feeling uncomfortableness, and I'm feeling people around Trump are warning him about Elon. Like, stand down. I'm almost feeling, now he signed some of those papers, but not all of them to become president. But there's information coming up that I just feel. See, Trump isn't talking about what Elon and Vedic is saying. Oh, we're going to close this. We're going to stop this. We're no department of this, because he hasn't made the decision yet. Because he's not quite right in the head either. But I saw Mike Johnson talking about things of impeaching, like as soon as they get the House this coming season, that they're going to start their impeachment, but they're not going to be able to achieve it. And Trump is going to be furious about that. I also wanted to tell you that I saw a black wreath once again on the front doors of the White House. So I don't know who's going. I couldn't tell you. I can't wish. Someone of a large caliber in the political realm of the United States is going to pass. I actually see 3 passings by the end of 2025. 3 passing. I think Grassley's finally going to go. But coming up, someone's going to go. That's what I got. And remember that time I did it before, and who was the first one to go? Barbara Bush. I saw that. So anyway, okay. Madison, Wisconsin. Oh, you guys just rock. I didn't realize all of this was going to be Happy Thanksgiving. Well, I really appreciate it. And I'll be back. I know Monday I'm doing a show with Mel, but maybe I could come back up if some news comes up. The thing is I'm not watching the news. Somebody wrote me and told me that the right own Sky News, which was the one news place I was watching, but Sky News doesn't talk like Fox News. So I'm not quite sure what that was about. So I get my news from YouTube and, the Midas Touch and those kind of people. So, okay, you guys, I love you all. You take care and catch you next time. Cheers.